Hello there folks, welcome back to the Chap's Guide. My name is Ash and I am your host on this journey through men's style, self-development and personal grooming. Now today you join me in the English countryside as we start to see the transition from the cooler time of year into spring. That great fiery ball in the sky is starting to show itself again and life is starting to return to nature. There is a lot more colour, a lot more vibrancy, a lot of rebirth. And as a result, it's time for us to reevaluate our wardrobes and the way that we dress for daily life, to introduce some things that haven't been in our clothing for a while. Some nice colour, some interesting and charming accessories. Because it's absolutely true that clothing forms the foundation of your outfit, but the accessories are actually the cherry on the top. So today I'm going to give you 5 tips for the things that I do which help me transition smoothly from the winter to the spring and onwards into the warmer time of year. So my first item, which is an essential in my spring wardrobe, is a suitable lightweight jacket. Because even though spring has sprung, we are still reminded occasionally that the weather likes to try and catch us out, because in this country it's not uncommon to get a frost as late into the year as May time. So we've still got a long way to go until then, and we can still get caught out with those cool early mornings and cool evenings. Slightly sort of cold, often quite windy, occasionally a little bit wet. So you need a garment which can be versatile, which you can wear to sort of look stylish in springtime, but also fend off the weather and the environment if it chooses to spring a surprise on you. Now my spring garment of choice is pretty much always going to be the good old Harrington jacket, a classic in men's wardrobes since the 1950s when it first came into being. Now it's a rather simple jacket, it's a blouson jacket, so no more than waist length, and it's very simple and sleek design. There's no adornments. It's a simple plain fronted jacket, maybe a couple of pockets. You might get an odd bit of tartan visible at the collar if you're lucky, but it's ideal for this time of year when you don't know when the weather is going to spring something on you. Now the beauty of a jacket like this is if you choose one in a neutral colour, it allows you to wear it with pretty much anything from your casual wardrobe collection, be it jeans, be it grey flannel slacks. I'm wearing a pair of chinos right now. It's pretty much got you covered regardless of what situation you find yourself in. Pretty casual really, but you can dress it up. You could even wear a tie with it if you found yourself propelled into a sort of smart casual situation with little warning. So it's a very good jacket really for general use, but particularly valuable in the springtime. Now you could go for the classic Barracuda G9, which is the garment which started the Harrington trend off way back when in the last century. However, these days the Barracuda runs at about £340. No need to fire that sort of money into a Harrington. Personally, I wear lesser brands. This is a brand called Jaeger, no longer available in the UK, but most pretty much big brands will have a Harrington in the collection somewhere. It's the perfect jacket for the spring time of year. Now the next item, which I find invaluable at this time of year, is a printed shirt. A shirt with a printed pattern on it, which injects a bit of colour and interest into your outfit. Because, let's be honest, right, the whole point of spring is that we are seeing rebirth around us. Colour is starting to re-emerge where previously they were drab earth tones. And your wardrobe should reflect the natural world around you. So for me, I like to choose a cotton linen blended shirt, so ideal for the performance of the warmer time of year as well. And I like sort of colourful or small repeating patterns which just infuse the outfit with a little bit of interest without going nuts and sort of standing out in the crowd too much. But you do stand out in the crowd in a printed shirt, because if everybody else around you is wearing just the old plain drab white dress shirt or light blue shirt, the printed shirt adds interest and it allows you to place some of your personality in the outfit, because you can choose the pattern based on things which give you joy and you like to see reflected in the natural world, but around in your outfit. And of course, it's got a bit of flexibility as well. Now, right now I'm wearing this printed shirt with my Harrington jacket. However, I could actually put it into service with maybe a tweed jacket, maybe a blazer, if it was necessary to do so. And I think it's a good thing to do so, because an outfit without colour and without pattern and without interest is devoid of character, in my opinion. And the printed shirt gives you that great opportunity to introduce something interesting into the outfit. And don't forget, in the height of summer, all you do is untuck your shirt, roll up the sleeves, and you're ready for the warmest day of the year, still showing interest and colour. Now, one sad aspect of spring for me is the fact I have to put away my lovely leather dress boots, which have sure-footedly carried me through the travails of the winter season. However, it means I can get out my beautiful desert boots, because I just love the classic suede and the low-cut chukka of the desert boot. Whether you have a Clark's original desert boot, or this is actually a South African Veldskome boot, really is a perfect boot for me for the spring-summer season, for a number of reasons. Firstly, it's really comfortable, and also that natural suede means it pretty much goes with everything. I can wear it with my jeans, with my chinos that I'm wearing right now. You could even press it into service, if you really had to in a pinch, with maybe more classical trousers like grey flannel slacks. But the beauty of the leather chukka, it can actually be worn with shorts, which is something you can't say about many boot type pieces of footwear, because the old desert boot got its break, came into the world through British military servicemen fighting in the desert theatre in World War II, and it's just been eternally popular ever since. Now, I know many chaps will opt for the white leather sneaker as their default footwear from spring and summertime, and there is a place for that. I do own white leather sneakers. However, for me, the desert boot is just that little bit more versatile, certainly more comfortable, and a boot which will carry me through the next 2 seasons without missing a beat. Now that the sun has rejoined us, it's time to break out the sunglasses to make sure we can get through the next few months without having to squint in that glare from above. And I've learned a few lessons over my many decades of buying sunglasses. I can't tell you how many cheap ones I've bought that have been discarded because they failed or they just don't work very well. But I've learned 2 very key things. Firstly, quality counts. If you invest in high quality sunglasses, they tend to repay you with longevity and style. And secondly, comfort is king. It doesn't matter how good those sunglasses look. If they don't stay on your face and they're not very comfortable, it's a waste of time because you're not going to wear them. Now, the glasses I've got on now, remarkably, I've owned them. I'm entering my 4th summer season wearing these. They're made by an American company called Entourage of 7. I did a review video on these years ago, and I gotta tell you, they were expensive. They broke my wallet, right? I paid nearly £300 for these. They're called Beacon sunglasses by Entourage of 7. And I was really skeptical. I had never paid that much for a pair of sunglasses in the past. However, I bit down hard, I bought them, and I've never looked back. They have been the most comfortable and I think the most stylish glasses that I've ever owned. And there are a few secrets to getting good sunglasses. Firstly, make sure they have a good fit, all right? You can't just buy them and expect that they fit. Sometimes you do have to take them to an optician's who will adjust the fit for you. Make sure the glasses that you buy are the right shape for your face, because not all glasses look the same on everyone. I would say that, a good pair of Wayfarers or Aviators tend to suit most people, but it's worth trying them on and getting a second opinion from somebody else around you. I would also say that good lenses are a very good investment as well. One thing with my Entourage 7 specs that I really love is that the lens quality is superb, and they make sure that I get good ultraviolet protection as well as taking away the glare of the sun around me. So in my opinion, of all of my accessories, the one that will be within arm's reach of me for this entire season, from spring to summer and on into early autumn, good quality sunglasses, worthy of an investment. Now, my final tip for you today, when it comes to the essentials that you will need to crack the spring and summer season, it is accessories matter. Whether that's a hat or a few of the other things I'm going to talk about, it adds interest as well as being very practical for gentlemen at this time of year. Now, when it comes to a hat, I like all different types. I haven't quite ventured into the straw boater hat yet, but I do feel it calling me, I have to say. I'm approaching that point in my life where I'm getting a bit more experimental. But at the moment, I'm still kind of happy with my fedora, and this is a paper hat. So, you know, quite simple. I tend to buy a new hat every season because they do get a bit sweaty, a bit soiled as the year goes on. I also like things which add colour and pattern to my outfit. So a summer scarf is a really great addition. I've got a silk one here, and it just can be draped around the neck. And if you've got quite a bland outfit on, as often is the case because we wear less clothing in the summer and spring seasons, a nice light summer scarf adds interest and a bit of panache to anybody's outfit. In addition to that, summer is the time to wear a stainless steel bracelet on your wristwatch, because whatever watch you tend to wear, let's hope you do wear a watch, but the leather bands, which are, you know, more, shall we say, emblematic of the stylish gentleman, they do tend to absorb perspiration, and they are less practical in the summer months, particularly if you might want to jump in the sea or go in the pool. A stainless steel bracelet with a stainless steel watch like I'm wearing here is that great timekeeping accessory because it's a worry-free watch. You can just rinse it off in the shower if it gets a bit sweaty, or if you find yourself at a pool party when an impromptu dip is called for, you're all ready with your watch. You don't have to worry about that. And finally, what I would lastly say is a signature scent. You know, it's time to swap over from the dense, maybe more heavy fragrances that we tend to wear in winter and choose something light, maybe citrusy, that offers a nice, sharp, cutting fragrance when everything around you is a little humid and heavy. This year, I'm trying a bit of Boucheron, which is a sort of citrus fougere, which is perfect for the summer months. Lovely, citrusy and fresh fragrance. Inexpensive as well. So it's one I'm trying for the year ahead, but it's worth choosing a summer signature scent to carry you through along with the other accessories I've advised today. So there we go, folks. We take things down a bit, don't we, in formality in the summer months and the spring, because we just want to enjoy the seasonal changes and enjoy the warmth. And I think, you know, it doesn't mean to say our outfits have to become bland and without passion or panache. All we have to do, put a bit of thought into it, think about those accessories, and you can look just as stylish when the sun comes out as you do in the middle of the winter. And if not, don't worry, the winter will be along shortly. It comes around every year as if by clockwork. So there we go, chaps. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, click the subscribe button. Come on the journey with me towards Chap Nirvana. If you'd like to support the channel, you could leave me a comment, you could drop me an email, ask me a question, and I will endeavour to answer it here on the channel and help your journey to Chap Nirvana become a little easier. If you want to practically support the channel, you could buy me a coffee or become a patron. If you are a patron, you will get the additional video content I produce just for my patrons, and you'll find the link to my Patreon page in the show notes below. So until the next time, take care, stay cool at this time of year, and I will see you again very soon.